Hello, I welcome Dr. Bernd Hafner. He is head of the technology development in one of the largest system suppliers in Europe with Viessman. And I would like to know from you, being in R&D, what are the key challenges of our sector at the moment?
Well, the main challenges, there are two challenges. One is system reliability, and the other one is energy cost from solar thermal systems.
So they have to be reduced. I think this is a big message from the policy towards solar thermal. How can we manage that?
Well, we are working to have an equal price from solar thermal energy compared to gas. This is our focus.
So where are the, the collector manufacturers already did a fair bit of their homework. They reduced prices to a material level, so to say, world mark material level. Where can we do further savings? Because the systems must be half price.
Well, when you look at the cost of a solar thermal system, 1/4 of the total cost from an installed system is really the material, only 25%. Another 25% are added by the whole manufacturing process until delivery to the installation site, and 50% is installation work guarantee and system setup and operation until it runs really. So this 50%, they were not in the focus in the past, and the focus where we have to put a lot of effort to reduce this 50% of cost. In the past we worked on material and a bit on production also, but today we see that we can't do a lot in this 25% sector. If we want to have another reduction in material costs, it becomes very, very difficult. So we have to attack this 50% of the costs, where we lose a lot of money in the installation value chain.
So how do you want to convince your installers to have less margin with installing solar thermal systems?
It's not having less margin. I mean, if you look at an installer, every time he goes out, he has to bring back maybe 500 or 400 euros. So what we want to reduce is installation time and the time he needs to set up to operate the system. Today he has to go 2 or 3 times back to the system until it's operating. So what we want to set up is a 1-day installation or maximum 2 days installation, and then when he leaves the system, that he can be sure that it's working correctly and that he doesn't have to go back after 1 month to check if the pressure is still in the system or if the controller is still in the correct settings. So we want to have an easy installation so that he can do more installations in the same time, and so he doesn't lose any money.
Can you quantify this amount you can save regarding the total system costs?
Well, what I said in the beginning, our focus is to have an equal price from gas and solar thermal. And then we are competitive with other fossil fuels, because today gas is the cheapest one. So we have to reduce from maybe today 12, 14 euro cent or even a bit higher to less than 10 euro cent.
Actually, gas and fossil fuels is one benchmark to challenge with. The other one is China. We learned that China is the biggest market, and they will, continuously dominate the world market with a vacuum tube technology. You are a main producer of flat plate collectors. So if you look into the future, let's say in 5 years, you think that there will be still flat plate collectors necessary for the European market, or we will all do Chinese vacuum tubes?
Well, we have both collector technologies on the market. We have about 15% of our own produced vacuum tube collectors in the market. If you compare these systems to the standard Chinese systems, it's not the same technology. We have a big market for thermosiphon systems in China, which are not used in the rest of the world, mainly in Europe and other industrialized countries. The level of comfort what these systems offer to you, it's not comparable to a standard solar thermal system in Europe. So in Europe we will still find flat plate collectors and of course also for higher temperatures vacuum tube collectors. But the standard domestic hot water system will remain a flat plate collector systems, because the cheap Chinese collector, they don't fit to our comfort and technical demand.
So as a group, do you engage yourself with flat plate collector sales in China?
To a very, very limited level. If there are big installations, yes, but not for the individual houses.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Hafner.